Family, please like, share, and subscribe and click on those notifications. Okay, now we're going to get on topic. And the topic for today is we're talking about all these doggone proposals. Boy, I tell you, if the VA, they can't get our benefits straight, they can't speed up, they can't adjudicate the claims properly sometime, but they sure know how to make proposals about our VA disability benefits. I'm just saying, they spend more time pocket watching than anything else. Is Congress continual proposals to reduce VA disability benefits a way to test veterans' reactions? This is what we want to know. We're going to change this. We're going to change that. Why don't you fix what you got going right now? Everybody show love to our sister Grace in the house. We thank you so much. She say, H-Town, hope you had a beautiful week. Yes, I did. Now, family, here's the thing. I want to ask you, what type of reaction do you think? Do you think that, first of all, do you think Congress is trying to get a reaction out of us as veterans who are seeking their disability benefits or have their disability benefits? Do you think they're trying to get a reaction? Yes or no? If so, what reaction? Do you think it's an emotional reaction, or what do you think they're up to? Let us know. Give us your opinion on that, fam. Now let us continue here, because we're going to get to the bottom. We're going to go over this thing in a way that you haven't seen, because we come at it from our angle, our perspective. So they talking about proposed changes to tinnitus and sleep apnea. But they're also saying that they, first, before they mention that, they talk about what they doing good. You say they are up to no good. We're going to talk about it today. We're going to see if that holds water. Let's see now. Charlton say, hi, Betty, Bob's, Grace, my love, shipmates, H-Town, and I should show love. So I did. And thank you for the donation, brother, too, from last time. We appreciate you putting something in the church building fund. Now, family, let's talk about this thing. We're going to do an overview first, okay? So we're going to do an overview. See, H-Town is going to let you know what's really going on. H-Town is going to break it down. All right? So y'all pay attention here. Because I've been telling you this. The slides tonight, there's a lot of slides, but guess what? Many of them I went over with y'all already. So I saw this coming. I've told y'all stuff was going to happen before it happened. Not because I'm some type of psychic or prophet, because I've seen this 100 times to 1,000 times before. All right? Don't nobody want to listen. And I do have, God give me a word of knowledge. Overview. Bam. Here we go. Now, family, we're going to break it down and make it clear to you here. First thing they say, listen how they do it. They rub you good on one side, then kick you in the behind on the other. So first they say paperwork reduction. Follow me now. That sounds good. The VA announces sweeping proposals to significantly reduce the administrative burden of applying for disability compensation and survivor benefits. So I'm assuming they're saying by reducing paperwork, that's going to speed up the process. I'm supposed to feel good about that, right? Now, if adopted, standard disability claim paperwork will shrink to from 15 pages to 5 pages. 5. Oh, look at that. Just one hand. It would have been 3 hands. Bam, bam, bam. Now it's only, you can count it on one hand. Oh, they got me feeling good now, right? Listen. Reducing completion times by 40%. They didn't say increasing accuracy. They say reducing completion time. I know somebody that can complete, I know I can complete a test and get everything on the test wrong. Now we got our brother in here, the real Sir Gemini. Greetings from Walla Walla. Howdy, H-Town family. Yes, indeed. Family, we gonna do this thing. You understand? Yes, indeed. Paperwork reduction, disability proposals. Oh, Lord. Let's get to that. Let's talk about it. Now, anybody got any comments about that paperwork reduction? Talk about it. Now, the real Sir Gemini says, I think the parts of paperwork they plan to eliminate are instructions. We say instruction. That makes sense. Now, we got our brother in here, the U.S. Army grunt. We've been praying for your health. Says, hello, H-Town and the family. Hope everyone had a great day. Father, we're going to be going through this. Now, so they told us the good part, even though I kind of, okay, all right, we'll see. Let's talk about it. Next, disability rating proposals. First, they talk about the good stuff. Then they're going to get you to the proposals. Will these proposals help me? Will these proposals give me more benefits, or will they take benefits away? This is what I want to know. If you say you're for the veteran, why you say you're for your veteran? Your mouth confessed me, but your works deny me. Huh? You treat me like a side piece. You tell me I'm the main squeeze, but then you treat me like a side piece. Huh? You show me out in front of everybody else, huh? Oh, look, this is the greatest one here. Behind closed doors, you handle me bad. Now listen, disability rating proposals. Congress have actively debated legislation packages, such as proposals tied to respiratory and ear conditions. Respiratory. What respiratory conditions you think they're talking about? Somebody tell me. And they say ear condition. What ear conditions you think they're talking about? Somebody tell me. Which has drawn vocal opposition from several major veteran service organizations. We can't trust them because they be talking greasy sometime. Okay, our brother said it's tinnitus is the hearing condition, and the respiratory condition is obstructive sleep apnea. Come on now, we talking about it. Now listen, we say proposals should be given using 20% increase in compensation. Yes, indeed. I agree. Now listen what real Sir Gemini says. The proposals to remove tinnitus and obstructive sleep apnea are not good for any veteran who has yet to claim it or the new vets. We're going to talk about what they're trying to do. They're trying to modify both of them. They're not totally getting rid of them. So let's talk about it. But they still slick. Now, if they start taking away, that opens the door for them to keep taking from us too. So they'll start off with the new veterans, then they'll circle back to us. Remember that Judas goat. The Judas goat is the last one to go to the slaughter, but they feed them good, keep the belly right, let them go through the slaughterhouse first, and then the other goats follow them. They get them, but they get them last. Did you hear what I said? Next will be non-combat PTSD. We ain't falling for it, but that's where they're going. You are definitely right. Now listen, look at this here. How y'all feel about these veteran organizations? Do you think they standing up for us like they should be? Or the American Legion, Veteran of Foreign Wars, the DAV, Disabled Veterans of America? Let me ask you this. Are they getting paid by the government? So if they get paid by the government, if Congress gives them money, can they really kick back in our, who are they really representing? No, sir, they are not. No, oh, no, they are not. Oh, y'all say them VSOs. What's your thing on these VSOs? VSOs doing their job? I need to know. Y'all let us know. Is the VSOs doing their job? Huh? Neil Stepp say no, they are not. U.S. Army Grunt say no, they are not. Now listen, they are not standing up for us at all. They are getting paid by the government. Oh, come on, I need to know, family. I didn't know y'all was going to turn on the people that's been there for you, that advocates all the time. You see them in Congress, these VSOs with their hats and their uniforms on. Gray say no. Some of them make $180,000 to $200,000 a year, but they use it. They're advocating. That motivates them more to advocate for you. Most VSOs are clock punchers. Wow. Why would a VSO sit there and lie to your face and just let them lie and don't say nothing to correct them? Now listen, here's what we talk about the proposals. Here's what their proposals. Now listen, and I want you to listen closely. Tinnitus and sleep apnea status. They're not getting rid of tinnitus, not yet. They're not getting rid of sleep apnea, not yet. Listen to the weasel words, the trick words. I want you to listen. While the VA has proposed changes, changing how both conditions are rated. Now listen, rated deals with how much money you get. Did you hear what I said? Now listen, while the VA has proposed changes how both conditions are rated, I'm assuming it's going to be rated less, right? Such as eliminating tinnitus as a standalone condition. You listen to me. So you're going to get information here you ain't going to get nowhere else. Standalone condition. Because what not only we going to break it down, then we're going to come back and tie it all together. Listen to H-Town. So if it's not standalone, why are we tripping, H-Town? It ain't but a 10% rating, H-Town. H-Town. I already got other benefits, other percentages. I ain't going to sweat on 10%. That's the highest I can get for tinnitus. We going to tell you the devilishment and the diabolical nature of what they're doing. Now, the other thing they try to do, typing sleep apnea to CPAP responsiveness. Listen, typing sleep apnea to CPAP responsiveness. Oh Lord, what is these trick words they got here? What is typing? What's the worst form of sleep apnea, family? The worst form of sleep apnea. Put it in the chat, please. The most severe form of sleep apnea. Put in the chat. In the past, due to lack of internet, VSO organizations had it easy because us vets didn't get all the news, just what they wanted us to hear. And they just usually was write me about doing what? About joining their organization. Remember back in the day, we didn't know about benefits. Were they putting out flyers telling us to come there for benefits? Remember back in the day, they didn't even tell us, we can help you with your benefits. A veteran, a VA employee had to tell me that the American Legion could help me with my benefits. I was clueless. Now we get to see it all. And they got competition. Now I want to ask you a question. Yeah, y'all gonna come in, y'all gonna leave and come, but you're coming back because you're gonna get the truth here. You can't stay away. Now listen, how did you learn about applying for VA benefits? When you actually applied, how did you first learn how to apply? I learned through I heard about it, but I learned that I could use as a representative. I learned through some VA employees that I could use the American Legion to help me with my claim. I didn't know that before then. I had no idea. Exactly, Grunt. You know what they say. You lie and you a lie and the truth ain't in you. You know what's up. Now listen, severe obstructive sleep apnea requires CPAP and BiPAP. Now listen, word of mouth, that's how you learn. I work word of mouth, watched on YouTube. Now listen. All right, we're going to talk about it. Remember that, which is the most severe. Now, no finalized nationwide cut to these specific ratings. So there are cuts. No finalized nationwide cut to these specific ratings has yet been officially implemented, and current ratings are protected. Who gives a listen? Current ratings are protected for now. You want to divide veterans, say, well, I got mine. I ain't worried about nobody else. Forget the other new veterans that are coming in, getting out the military. Hell, you say. Now listen, if you are rated at a true 94%, that one extra 10% will push you to 100% permanent total and increase pay from $2,300 a month to $3,900 a month. That's just for the veteran alone. Extra $1,600 per month. And think about it. And the benefits that come with that push, if you got that extra 10% for tinnitus that they're trying to, we're going to talk about what they're trying to do with it. Huh? Come on now. Tinnitus and sleep apnea. I learned about applying for disability from a Vietnam veteran who kept getting denied from Agent Orange. I hope he or she eventually got approved. I think it was he, if it's Agent Orange most of the time. Now, listen, that 10% will not push you to 100% due to VA math, depending on what you got. We all have to speak out about this. This is what we got to do. Now, listen. They not doing nothing to help our benefits. They try and take them away. And everybody quiet, Democrat and Republican. Now, did we just mention tinnitus? Hold on. Did we just mention that tinnitus is one of the ones on the chopping block? And we're going to tell you what they plan on doing. So they're going to take it away if you got it, and you got to get it another way. We're going to explain that in a minute. Oh, the most frequent disability is tinnitus. Didn't H-Town go over this a year ago? 6 months to about 8 months to a year ago. The most frequent disabilities, number one is tinnitus. Number two is PTSD, and they want to get to that. Now listen, the third most popular is scars. The fourth most popular is knee injuries. Come on now. Is H-Town breaking it down? Look, I've been breaking this down. This is all slides that I've already had. I didn't have to look these. I just had to find them, but I didn't have to look them up. Say, yeah. So is it a coincidence that the one disability that they're trying to modify, tinnitus, is the most frequent disability a disabled veteran has? So when you look at all disabled veterans and you organize them based on tinnitus and different ones, tinnitus is the most frequent disability. The ringing in the ears, any kind of noise. You say, nope. Okay. So these are top four. Listen to me. H-Town gonna tell you what you ain't gonna hear nowhere else. Uh-oh. The most frequent disabilities, now listen here, to be reduced. So we talk about the ones that are most common. Now the most frequent to be reduced, Mental health is number one, PTSD and depression, and auditory is number 4. Back to tinnitus, hearing loss. Ain't this something? You think they don't see these numbers? Congress looking at, if I cut these, I'm cutting out a whole lot of veterans. And guess what's number 3? The one that's most likely to have substantial improvement, which is meaning that is substantial, that is a major increase in your improvement in the condition and continuous improvement, at least 6 months to a year. Is H-Town breaking it down? That's respiratory conditions like asthma and sleep apnea. Don't they have number 3 and 4 on the list? Go look at my videos and you see I've already predicted this stuff. Go look and see if I did videos on this. I already know where it was going because I followed the money. Now listen, yes, H-Town gave them the idea to reduce. He gave stats. Oh God. Oh, I thought I was doing something good, y'all. Did I give up the phone? Oh God. I thought oh God. Oh, I thought I was doing something good. Oh Lord. Oh, y'all, did y'all know what y'all to say? I thought I asked the teacher for homework. Is that what I did? I got to read that again. He said, yes, H-Town gave them the idea to reduce. He gave stats. I broke down what every disabled veteran got. What percentage was what? All the way down to one veteran for 2024, I think it was. And I got a little carried away, I guess. Now they know, oh, Lord, I never looked at it like that. Wow. Charlton, you called. Oh, I thought I did something that time, huh? Oh, Lord. Now, listen to this. I found out at the Philadelphia VA from the nurse to go up to the patient advocate. Oh, that's good. Now, U.S. Army grunts say, I guess the military needs to learn how to do combat and something trade WPNS training more quietly, LOL. Maybe. Yeah, well, they won't make all that noise and give people tinnitus. Now, listen, we have 15 likes and 13 watching. Thank y'all, family. Family, are we breaking it down? Listen. So we're going to break it down. Now, we're going to go over some things. The first thing we cover is this paperwork reduction. We're going to get this to you, okay? Listen, we're going to break this down. You know H-Town doing this thing. And thank y'all. See, by y'all helping to donate, I'm able to get more quality stuff and get this thing out there. And by y'all just being here and supporting me, it motivates me. Now, let's talk about number one, the paperwork reduction they talked about. Yeah, just because the government say that they streamlining paperwork from how many pages they say? From 15 down to 5. That don't mean nothing. It depends on what's on those 5 pages. I tried to get my VA home loan refinanced back in the day, streamline it with a lower interest rate. Yeah, they want to give me a lower interest rate. The bank, the VA gave me a lower interest rate, but they wanted me to pay $14,000, $15,000 up front at the bank. So they gonna get the money on the other end. Huh? It ain't the paperwork, the amount of paperwork is what's on the paperwork. Tell me if H-Town lying, please. Okay, he let me know what it means. WPN, weapons, Mr. H. Okay, weapons, okay. Y'all know I ain't good. I'm kind of slow in some areas. Now let's talk about this. So this money that we supposed to be applying for is a trap. This paperwork, you quicker to get to it, but when you try to get to the money, it's a trick bag. It don't mean you're going to get the money because they're streamlining the process on paperwork. That just means they're going to process the claim faster. Are you listening to me? H-Town, the loan paperwork is 193 pages. I think you're right. H-Town, I should know. I did those loans closing. Wow, that's your profession. I remember. Now listen, H-Town about to make it clear for you right here. Bam. They say less is more, right? So less paperwork doesn't equal more accuracy. That don't mean they're going to be more accurate. It just means it's less paperwork. They're going to do it faster. So don't get tricked with what they're saying. You know, I heard a man say, "Hey, you know," he say, "Man, you've been faithful to your wife." He said, "My wife's my best friend." You notice he didn't answer the question, right? Listen, less paperwork. You're supposed to conclude. That means that your claim is going to be done faster. That don't mean it's going to be approved faster. That don't mean it's going to be processed correctly. Because what happened in Philadelphia? What was it? What happened in Pennsylvania? That one person was doing them in 4-point-something minutes, got them done. 80% of them were errors. Faster is not always better. Come on, talk about it. Now listen, you correct, H-Town, called front loading the loan, just like loan shark, interest first, or they break your leg or arm. Yes, indeed. And guess what? The one that was doing it, MJC, you remember that they changed into Aquin. They went out of business. So USA did not, I got it through USA, but they let JMC, I forget what it's called. They were the one doing it, and they had all them slick. They ended up going out of business because they were doing slick stuff. They filed bankruptcy. Faster errors. Come on now. Come on, let's talk about it. That raider did about 1,000 claims a day. Oh, Lord. And his supervisor had to sign off on it, so it wasn't a one-person thing. So remember, less paperwork don't mean more accuracy, that they're going to be more accurate. Let's get into it. Family, what body system will tinnitus, give me the number, put it in the chat. When it comes for, we're going to do, give me the number for obstructive sleep apnea. So that's why I got OSA, obstructive sleep apnea. So give us what number is it up there? What are the 15 body systems would it fall under? We're just doing obstructive sleep apnea right now. Let us know. Put the number on there. Let's see. Come on. I want everybody to put, because we need to know this so when we can think sharp when we dealing with these people playing games with our benefits. The real Sir Gemini say 11 respiratory system, okay? U.S. Army going to say 11 respiratory system. Betty say 11 respiratory system. So does, tell me what y'all think, because it don't mean everybody right, but we want to know we're on the same page. Charlton say 11 respiratory system. Grace says 11 respiratory system. All right. Now, I want to ask you this here. Tinnitus, which of the 15 body systems would tinnitus fall under? Let's talk about it. See, ain't nobody else got it laid out for you like this here. This is my pleasure. Y'all my family. Y'all do right by me, so I'm going to do right by you. What would tinnitus fall on? Oh, I took it off, sorry. Tinnitus would be number 12, organs of specific senses. Okay. That's what the real Sir Gemini say. What do y'all say? Charlton say 12, organ of specific senses. So I guess it'll fall under taste, touch, smell, what you can see, and what you can hear. Betty says 12. Let's see. Anybody else got something to put on there? So tonight, we're dealing with only 2 of the body systems. Jimmy Elmore, everybody show love to Jimmy Elmore. He said 12. Betty says 12. Organs of specific senses. Anybody else got anything to say about it? So yes, number 11 is the respiratory. That's for sleep apnea. Number 11. Everybody show love to Jimmy. Number 11 is respiratory, because sleep apnea deals with your ability to properly breathe or hindrance thereof. Come on, family. We about to get to this thing. So now we talked about the overview. Now we're going to get into the tinnitus part of what we're talking about, okay? Now with tinnitus, this is one of the things that they're talking about modifying, changing the status of, all these slick words, huh? To confuse us. Do you think H-Town gonna let them confuse you? Huh? Now I get confused without my medicine, but you think I'm gonna let them confuse us? No. They're not doing away with them, tinnitus. They're modifying it. Uh-oh. Oh, H-Town and went and did it again. I gave you my heart. I love Britney Spears. She's from Louisiana. Now listen. Right now, tinnitus is a standalone condition. All right? Meaning you can be rated separately as a primary service connection or a direct service connection to your military service. You can be rated for tinnitus. It's not just a ringing in the ear. It could be any type of sound you hear. Okay? Listen. It's standalone by itself, right? However, they are proposing to reduce tinnitus to a secondary status. So you would have to be, your primary service connection would have to be something like asthma that causes tinnitus secondary. You say, well, H-Town, that ain't no big deal. Well, one, you're going to have to get it approved, and the way they move in the system, they making it harder to do so. Come on now. Well, H-Town, what's your big problem? Why you tripping if I can get it on the back end? You may be able to get it on the back end or not. But it's the reason they want to make it, not just because it's the most frequent disability that a disabled veteran have. It's also something else. It's diabolical. H-Town gonna break it down. And tell me if you disagree with me. Okay, now look. Okay, tinnitus. 10%, you get $180 a month, about $108.42. A condition where a person perceives ringing, buzzing, hissing, or other noises in their ear. It's a perception. They don't like perception. Mental health is a perception. They don't like perception. It's subjective to what the veteran reports. They want to see you missing a leg, an arm, an eye. Did you hear what I said? They want to see that you can't talk because you ain't got no tongue. You got to show it to them. They like Doubting Thomas in the Bible. I got to see the holes in the Savior's hand. If I can't see it, it didn't happen. Who are they? Who made them God? Now listen. Or other noises in their ear, even when there is no external sound source. They say you're probably faking, but even if they ain't faking, if I can't hear it, I don't want to give it to them. Rated by VA at 10%, regardless of whether one or both ears are affected. Is that right, Charlton? They get blocked tonight, H-Town. Who get blocked tonight? Who I talking about? Don't get blocked tonight. You said I'm gonna get blocked. Oh Lord, tell me when I'm lying. I'm not even rated for tinnitus, but hey, you right. Am I making some things? I'm shaking up some stuff. Look, I gave him the farm away. I told him what conditions. Now I got to redeem myself, Charlton. Now listen, U.S. Army grunt, I thought tinnitus was being roped into hearing loss. We about to clarify tonight. I'm going to tell you what they're doing. No, they're making it secondary to another condition. Well, why would you want it to be a standalone condition? Uh-oh. Come on, y'all about to get mad. Anybody rated for tinnitus in here, put a T in the chat. If you're rated for tinnitus or you have tinnitus that you believe is service connected, put a T in the chat. You can put rated, you can put a T, if you rated, you can put a RT, rated tinnitus. If you just you got tinnitus, just put a T in the chat. If you're not rated for it, just put a T. I got tinnitus, but I'm not rated for it. Listen to how many. H-Town got tinnitus, ringing, buzzing, something in the ear. So does Betty Bops. So does Grace. Didn't H-Town say this is the most frequent? This is the most frequent disability that veteran has because of the loud noises we were exposed to. And those earplugs didn't help. U.S. Army grunts say tinnitus new rating. So he is rated. The real Sir Gemini is actually rated for tinnitus. Betty Bob say tinnitus. Jimmy Elmore tinnitus. Is this amazing that many of us have either mental health or tinnitus? This is why they're targeting it, because there's so many veterans that suffer from these conditions and obstructive sleep apnea. I've been rated tinnitus since 1997. All right. They had not invented earplugs when I was retired. Yeah, we had them little screw-in earplugs. I ain't like putting them in my ear, like a little twisted thing. Okay. You see, I just suffered through it, real Sir Gemini. But they trying to do tinnitus by knocking it out the primary position, making it a primary service connection. Listen, they want to have a domino effect. So they hit that tinnitus, they going to knock out other disabilities possibly. And let's talk about it. Let's see what Charlton say. That's a probably because you have hearing loss in hearing in one or two in each ear or one ear. Tinnitus is rated only both ears. Problem is connected to hearing loss. Okay. Missed out on the 3M suit. Yeah, I heard about it. I never applied for those little earplugs. They used to come in that little plastic container, right? Now listen. Now I want y'all to pay attention to this here. I want y'all to pay attention. If they hit tinnitus, we just talking about tinnitus, we're going to get to sleep apnea in a minute. And remember, I asked y'all the question, what was the most severe form of sleep apnea? Put it in the chat. All them secondary conditions related to sleep apnea, they fall like a domino effect. So not only will they get that 10%, if you have any secondary conditions that's connected to your primary tinnitus, you lose all those funds. Huh? You could go from 100 or 90% to no percent, to 0%. The wounds we cannot see can be just as debilitating as physical wounds. Yeah, the wounds we don't see can kill us. We can be silent killers. People pass away of sleep apnea. People pass away of hypertension. They're just egotistical and they want you to show them. They really don't want you to have nothing. They just talking. They wouldn't care if you pass away of it or not. They worried about them dollars. Look how much money they'll save if they got you out the way. They mad because so many people, veterans, are communicating with each other. So many online services to inform veterans. They didn't want us to be informed. If they did, they do it. You get more information online. Uh-oh. Now, y'all seen this before. H-Town bringing it back to let you know. So let's say you were service connected for tinnitus at 10%. Okay, you get that $180, a little over $180. But you could get secondary to that migraines. You can get up to 50%. You can get, let's say you got depression and you got 70%. Then you gain weight because of your depression and sleep apnea, you get another 50%. So that weight gain would be an intermediate. It's not a disability on its own. Are we making sense? So if they knock out tinnitus, that's a domino effect. They take out all your other percentages that are connected to it. Tell me if I'm making sense. Tell me if that makes sense. Put yes in the chat or no in the chat if what I'm saying clear. They ain't just taking $180. They're going to be taking thousands of dollars. Tell me if I'm making sense. Put yes or no in the chat, please. Tell me if I'm making sense. I need y'all to tell me now if I'm making sense and what's your feelings about that. Yes or no? Betty Bob say yes. It makes sense. Neil Step say yep. The real Sir Gemini say yes, it makes sense. Does it make sense? Yes or no? Then the real Sir Gemini say it makes good sense. See, I just follow the money. You understand what I'm saying? Charlton say yes. Well, they push the internet, social media. Now they got to pay the devil, LOL. Now listen to what happened. So not only we often, me and you talk about the rise of the machines, but the machines they didn't think would help us. They thought it would help them to do less work. They didn't think we'd take the technology and find a way to use it for our liberation toward our benefits. Are you listening to me? They say that wasn't what that's not why we gave it to you. We wanted you to stay ignorant. How can you? Well, we figured they say, well, they'll be online and they're going to get so much garbage information, they ain't going to know what to believe. They didn't know competent people who really went through it would come out and share their stories. Come on now. Huh? Say yes. Okay, Charlton. Think about what I'm saying. And look at the two on the list. If you got tinnitus, that could get you sleep apnea. Huh? Eventually, this snowball effect, well, if they knock out the tinnitus, you might lose your rating for your sleep apnea because it was connected to your tinnitus. So was your depression, your migraines. Come on, family. You think they don't know what they're doing. I'm like Charlton now. Did I give them the playbook to do this? I thought I was helping y'all. Lord. So yes, secondary service connections are very important. Go watch our video on it. Okay? You could have PTSD and develop sleep apnea from that. Heart failure, chronic fatigue, and irritable bowel syndrome. It could just one could domino the other one. And remember, that's another one. PTSD is another one. That's the main one that's the most reduced if it's not permanent. Did you hear me? So in-service cause, see, first train, primary effect from the in-service call, you had hearing loss or tinnitus. Secondary effect could be, the migraines. With this situation, let's say you got a Purple Heart. Your PTSD as a result of being injured, that's the primary effect, your PTSD. The secondary effects is the sleep apnea, heart failure, chronic fatigue, and irritable bowel. Now listen. Yes, you did it. I be trying to do good stuff. I thought I was helping, Charlton. I didn't know. I try to help people. I'm giving them too much information. Now we talked about tinnitus. Are we clear about tinnitus? Are we good? Put a check mark in the chat or the word check if we clear. Did we break it down? They're not getting rid of tinnitus. What they're doing, it's not going to be a standalone condition no more. It's going to have to be secondary to another service-connected condition. Are we good? Put good in the chat or check mark. Are we good on tinnitus? Check. Okay. Are we good? Let me know. Check mark. Yes. Check mark. We good. So U.S. Army say we good. See, I'm not going to give you in the windows. That's why I don't run out there and hurry up and give people information, then have to come back and change everything. Did you hear me? Yeah. People like you lying to them for some reason. I ain't going to be lying to people. I'm thorough here. I got mental problems, but I'm thorough. Neil say, we good. Okay. Check mark. From the real Sir Gemini, check mark. So we good. It's good. We good. Betty say we good. Charlton say we good. And Benny say we good. Charlton say, but stop giving up all the information. I'm giving the playbook up to the to the opposition. I'm sorry. I didn't know they'd be watching me. H-Town, you mean 1 minute video? What 1 minute video I had? Yeah. I think I had one that was 1 minute. Sleep apnea. Okay, now listen. Why are they going after sleep apnea? Let's understand some things with sleep apnea. Now think about this here. Sleep apnea is very serious. It can be life-threatening. So why in the world would they talk bad about sleep apnea when it can be very dangerous? You could pass away in your sleep. All right? So let's start at the top. Sleep apnea. You're to the right. Airway collapse, breathing stops. That's dangerous. So either you disrupt, your sleep is disrupted and you wake up to try to breathe, or you start snoring. Which one do you do? Which one you have the biggest problem with? If those of you that have sleep apnea, if you have sleep apnea, do you have problem waking up or snoring? You might have both of them, but which one is the biggest problem? Which one is the biggest problem? Or have you solved it? You know, I have sleep apnea and a CPAP machine. Okay. Wake up or snoring? Which one you do? Waking up. Lieutenant Dan probably getting ideas watching you. Your shorts. Oh, God. Now you got me nervous. Now listen. While y'all putting that information, let me go over to some of the secondary effects. And some of these can be secondary conditions now. Sleep apnea complications could cause pulmonary hypertension, stroke, congestive heart failure, cardiac arrhythmia, chronic fatigue, depression. And they trying to do what? They're trying to mess with this, and this could be something very severe. Okay, your breathing stops. I snore. I snore more now. I do, have woke up, but now I do more snoring than anything now. Family, we gonna break this down. Now we talking about sleep apnea. Look at this here. Sleep apnea, you could get up to 100%. They always talk 50%. You can get up to 100%. So if you have you have sleep apnea and they change the way it works, the type, that's the word they use. Remember I told you the type. You say, well, they have sleep apnea, obstructive sleep apnea. That's the worst. Let's see. So now listen. Severe cases with complications, to get 100%, severe cases with complications like heart issues or other serious health problems that we just described. Now look, CPAP, and I don't sleep well from the migraines and back and neck. And you don't know how they are related because we show that some causes the other, right? If one service-connected condition causes, the primary condition causes other conditions, they will be secondary and they will become service-connected. Huh? I got denied sleep apnea secondary to PTSD twice. What was their reasoning, Brother Neil? They supposed to give you a reason for their decision. What did they say? Family, is H-Town breaking it down? Let's talk about it. Boom. No. Obstructive sleep apnea is not the worst kind. I thought so too. Now listen, all kinds of heart issues, and I am waiting on my CPAP, BiPAP from the VA 30 days ago, LOL. And that ain't fun. They need to get that to you, or you need to go up there. You need to complain about that. They shouldn't be waiting around with something that severe. Now listen to this here. Obstructive sleep apnea. We thought that that was the worst kind, right? Use a sleep app acts as a air splitter, making it the gold standard and most highly effective treatment for keeping collapsible airways open. Yeah, call them tomorrow. Please do that. Now tell Mr. Mercy, tell him you have trouble breathing and you're concerned that you may not wake up, because you may not. So you need to let them know. Now it's a bunch of BS. I need Nexus. I need a Nexus. They said I did not prove it was service connected. Thank y'all, family. Keep us. Now look, there's one more severe than obstructive sleep apnea. OSA. Listen, the next one. Have you ever heard of this? Put a yes or no in the chat. Central sleep apnea. Who've heard of central sleep apnea? It's more severe than obstructive. It's the most severe in a way. We about to explain. Come on now. Who've heard of central sleep apnea? CPAP is moderately effective, but most. So you've heard of central sleep apnea? Yes. No, I hadn't learned until I researched it. Come on now. We we're not rushing stuff out to you so we can hurry and get some views. Look how many people didn't hear of it. Real Sir Gemini has heard of it. Neil has not heard of it. Charlton hadn't heard of it. H-Town hadn't heard of it until I researched it. Come on, I thought obstructive sleep apnea was the worst. No, central is even worse than that. Listen what it says about central sleep apnea. CPAP is moderately effective, but some patients develop treatment emergent central apnea where the brain stops signaling the body to breathe. Don't you think that's dangerous? Listen what it says. Where the brain stops signaling the body to breathe. And they want to play with this. Why? When pressurized air is applied. So when this pressurized air is implied, meaning from the machine, right? The brain may stop signaling the body to breathe. That's why I say it's moderately effective to use a CPAP in that situation. Come on now. Listen. In these cases, ASV, adaptive servo-ventilators, or BiPAPs may be required. This is for more severe situations. I see y'all coming in here now. We want you to make sure you get the information. Did you hear me? Did the VA tell you about that? As soon as I said that, they rolled right back out. But you'll be back. Huh? Did anybody tell you about this here? Anybody tell you what I just told you? Huh? Let me know. Did anybody tell you that? Now, here would it get worse than that. You say, hold on. I thought you said that central sleep apnea is the worst. Yes, it is. So if the brain doesn't tell you to breathe, isn't that dangerous? Very extremely dangerous. Because it don't matter because you got to keep breathing for the air to work, but it may not work because you're not breathing, because your brain might stop your heart from pumping. Come on now. Yes, this is very dangerous, brother. No, you didn't know about it. I believe most people are diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea, but guess what? That's why they want to type it, because most people have obstructive sleep apnea. If they type it, they might give you less for obstructive sleep apnea and not even tell you about central sleep apnea. Now let's talk about it. Let's continue. Oh, we read that one. Now, yeah, come on now. They're not even telling you about the more severe. Who knows if they're misdiagnosing people, telling everybody got obstructive sleep apnea, so you don't get that 100% for central sleep apnea or a higher rating. I believe, yes, they're more severe. Now listen, the average U.S. Army going to say, let me go where I can see it, fam. Give me a second. U.S. Army going to say the average heart rate during sleep was 48.7 BPMs, beats per minute. The highest heart rate during sleep was 99 BPMs. The highest heart rate during recording was 109 BPMs. Some of my results. That's concerning. And so they shouldn't be waiting around. Complex sleep apnea, family. Y'all listening? We getting testimonials from our fellow veterans. U.S. Army Grunt say, and this is well on sleep studies, and this is well on sleep study technology comments, baseline cardiac arrhythmia, sinus arousal, statistic abnormalities, okay, and bradycardia, PVC, and SVT. Somebody sound like U.S. Army going went through this. Yes, that is low heart rate. Family, and they're waiting to get him his machine. Family, now you call him raise hell tomorrow. Now, hold on, family. Can it get worse than central sleep apnea? Yes, look at the last one. Complex sleep apnea, a combination of both obstructive sleep apnea and central events. Responsiveness varies and usually requires specialized advanced pressure therapy. So you have to do therapy, certain type of therapies. Have you ever heard about this? Come on now. Now y'all listening to me. So listen what he said. It's a responsiveness. I got to go back to something, family, so you understand what's going on here. You understand what the VA is doing. Now look at this here. I'm going back, tying this thing in. Remember, I broke it down. Now I'm about to tie it back together. Didn't I tell you I was going to do that? Look at the bottom one, tinnitus and sleep apnea status. Remember, they're not getting rid of them. They changing their status so they can pay you less. Is H-Town breaking it down? Now look what it says. While the VA has proposed changes in both, change how both conditions are rated, such as eliminating tinnitus as a standalone condition. We just talked about that. Now listen. What's in bold at the bottom? Typing sleep apnea to CPAP responsiveness. Didn't we just go over that? So sleep app responsiveness. If you respond well, does that mean they're gonna reduce you? If you all right and you can breathe good with it, do you need a rating? I don't know. Huh? Listen, no. So the more severe one, you're gonna respond less. Not obstructive sleep apnea. That's not the most severe one. You respond good with the sleep app machine. The other one would be what? Central sleep apnea. They don't even talk about it. They might not even diagnose you with it, even though you might have it. What if you got symptoms from obstructive sleep apnea and central sleep apnea? That's the worst situation in the world. But they don't properly, man, I'm trying to talk about it. They don't properly address it, breaking it down. Okay. See, I went back to the beginning. I'm back to the origin story right here. Now, let me get back to where we at. Oh, we slow walking this thing. Now we back to the other page. Follow me here. Now this gonna make sense. They doing it based on typing, right? So the less severe would be obstructive sleep apnea. The more severe would be central sleep apnea, where you have less responsiveness. With obstructive sleep apnea, you will respond better. Okay, it's the goal. They say the gold standard, highly effective. So they would give you a less rating for obstructive sleep apnea, regardless of the symptoms that it may cause. Central sleep apnea would be moderate. They get you right down the middle, right? But if you had symptoms from both of them, but they don't even tell you about central sleep apnea. Has the VA ever told you about central sleep apnea? Or did you have to find out on your own or from H-Town? Now, complex sleep apnea, like we said, is a combination of obstructive sleep apnea symptoms and central sleep apnea. That's a bad situation. That's why they want to do it based on typing without telling you what the types are. And we don't know how they're going to break it down. Now, we done broke it down and tied it back together. Hello, H-Town family. We got Lil Rip in the house. Everybody show love to Lil Rip. So the cure will cost you money, yes. Yes, the cure will cost you money. Will cost them money. Because if you're service connected, it's coming out their pockets. And they trying to cut costs. Now, are they cutting costs and saving lives? If you cut costs, let's treat. Hold on, man. What's going on here, man? You say a veteran life save money, which is hold on. Properly treat the veteran, cost more money, save money. How long? What about the veteran life? I don't know. It's all about the Benjamins. Wow. I will. Hello, man. Little Rip. Wow. Family, I wouldn't mean to discourage you, but remember, it's so bad with complex sleep apnea, which is a combination of symptoms from obstructive sleep apnea and central sleep apnea, a combination of both obstructive and central events. Responsiveness varies and usually requires specialized advanced pressure therapies. Who in here have ever heard of advanced pressure therapies? Have they told you about that? You better start asking for it. You better start asking for it. You better take this information and get in there. And if they don't do it, you go get diagnosed outside if you got a doctor. Ain't told you nothing, Neil Step. Now, they medical professionals. They should know. Who told you about this, what H-Town just told you? Lil Rip say never. See, the Bible say that the people perish because of a lack of knowledge. Huh? In some cases, because they rejected knowledge. Here, because we just don't know. But when God say, what Apostle Paul say? That when I didn't know, God grace kept me. So we trying to make sure we get the information to you, not to upset you, but to let you know what you're dealing with. Huh? We're not going to sugarcoat it here. We're not trying to upset you or fearmonger. We're just trying to get you the truth so you can raise hell with these folks in a very dignified Christian type of way. Now listen, Charlton say the real Sir Gemini. Hi, yes. They gave me service connection, 0 hearing loss, because they gave me hearing aids. That's how they do it. Bam. I have to go to the pulmonary clinic 4 times a year. Yeah, do that. Yes, indeed. It's about educating ourselves. Yes. And that's what we're here for. See, let me tell you something. The reason I think it's important that I take time and go over this information is because you can't just be trying to get the next video out, click, 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 if the information is trash. We get enough trash information or lack of information from the VA, from some other things on YouTube, social media, TikTok, or whatever. We gotta cover all this here. Right, okay. It's about the education. We got 20 likes, 17 watching. We thank y'all. Now let's get into this here. Family, we breaking it down tonight. Ain't nobody who told you about the types of sleep apnea. I told you when they said typing, I said, that's the trick word. Typing what? Then I found out there's 3 different types. Obstructive sleep apnea, central sleep apnea, and a combination of both, complex sleep apnea. Family, y'all better screenshot this page. You better screenshot it. If you haven't done so, you need to screenshot this page and go do your research. Verify if what H-Town telling you is true. Screenshot it. Now I'm going back to what I'm doing. VA sneaky. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sneaky. What's their motivation? Huh? In the words of my late brother, DMX, what they really want from us. Huh? What is their motivation for doing all these proposals? So first we did the overview. Then we covered tinnitus, number 2. Then number 3, we just got through talking about sleep apnea. They told you about obstructive sleep apnea, but they didn't tell you about central sleep apnea or complex sleep apnea. But H-Town broke it down. What they really want from us. Somebody let me know. Little Rip laugh on that. Yes, indeed. He laughed. Yes, indeed. Hello, Little Rip and Neil. Now we get into the. That's why it's best for you to be here. You don't want to miss this. This could help save your life. What is Congress's motivation? What are they doing with all these proposals? Huh? Envy is my opinion. Envy. Why would someone that makes between $170,000 to $300,000 or $400,000 be envious of what we got? Have you ever had an envious friend? Let me explain the difference between jealousy. Jealousy is if I got my woman, somebody trying to take her, I'm jealous of what I got. The Bible say that God is a jealous God. He don't want you to have any God before him. So he is jealous because you're a part of him. Envy meaning you got something that people want. The first sin in the Bible was envy. Satan was envious of God having heaven, and he tried to overthrow it. God had heaven, and the devil wanted it, and God threw him out of heaven with a third of the fallen angels. Right? So when we're talking here, why in the world would Congress, some people in Congress, be envious of us? Fat pockets. They want them fatter. And more, they getting too much money to us. Oh, we about to talk about it. Did somebody say it? Fab, they pocket watching, Neil. Bruh, Neil, they pocket watching. If they reduce our percentage, they'll reduce how much money we getting from the federal government. Is H-Town tying it in together? The government pocket watching us, among other people. Uh-oh. Hold on. So it's starting to make sense and tie in that the VA is the 5th largest part of the federal budget. So if they can cut stuff off us, they can save money, divert it other places, create more wars, put some more money in their pockets. Huh? That's why I say we need to get more veterans in Congress. So when we start doing this dirt, they're going to be dirted up with us and they're going to be preaching like us, even though they veterans. Shout out Combat Timmy. Shout out Lieutenant Dan. And we got a few, we added somebody, we added another one to the anti-veteran club. Let's talk about it. Yes, indeed. Now, we're the 2nd largest part of the government, but when it comes to how much is paid out, we're the 5th largest. Huh? They want some of that. Profit. If they cut our benefits, they can save more in the federal budget. I know it, y'all don't like to hear this, but is H-Town, did I break it down and am I now tying it in together? I told you I was going to do it. If I tell you it's a hit, then that's just what it is. Hold on, wait a minute. Now hold on. So you telling me at 10%, that's the 2nd most number of disabled veterans. Look at the bar. It's almost 800,000 veterans that have a 10% rating. There's over 1.5 million that has a 100% rating. So if they can knock out that 80%, I mean that 10%, And most of the people with the 10% have tinnitus. Did you hear me? I had the numbers out. So you know how many, this is just a month. They putting out about 700,000 a month. Let's say tinnitus is about 500,000 to 600,000, 500,000 a month. If they knock that out, then your secondary conditions that go with it, they got you. We got San Diego Marine in the house. Say good H-Town vet. Yes, indeed. We glad you here. Are y'all listening to me? Am I making sense? Am I tying it together? Uh-oh. See, anybody been here a while, they already know I've been covering this. Have I not covered this? Fam, haven't you seen this chart before? Those that are not new. We just added somebody to the crew. Huh? Let's talk about it. We call them the sellout crew. The anti-veteran sellout crew. Let's talk about it. Oh, yeah. Crenshaw. These doggone, hold on, Crenshaw, Combat Timmy, these doggone special forces guys, they treat them like they guards. Listen, I have respect for anybody that serves, but you don't have a damn thing to do with my benefits. You ain't no better than me. When I was on the front line, and I don't talk about it, wasn't no special forces in front of me. We wasn't in no dark. The enemy saw me and I saw them. And we just kept shooting at each other till one was neutralized. The hell you say? You can't win a war with special forces, even though they play a significant role in certain covert actions. You don't sit up and make these people God, hero worship. Yeah, they got this Mr. I call him potty mouth. That's what I call him. So this is get the word out on this here, fam. Huh? And half of the SF be fabricating that story. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. And they don't care if you're a combat veteran. They don't care about black combat veterans. That's why they focus more on the special forces, because it's mostly white and male. They don't care. They want elitists. And forget about all us poor people. They don't care about poor white people. They don't care about nobody. These supposed to be some of these like the Navy SEALs are Navy. What the hell, man? I thought if you was in the Navy, you should care about other Navy people. If you are a Green Beret, you should care about the Army. What is they called in the Special Forces called in the Air Force? Somebody tell me what Special Forces is called in the Marines, because I don't know. Y'all let me know what they call, because I know the Air Force, they got a certain name for it. Let me know. Yeah, this Mr. Potty Mouth right here. So we got Coach Tubby, the most wanted by Veteran Community Task Force. Air Force, okay, Air Force, okay. Coach Tubby, yeah, he's the congressman. Yeah, you know, these what you call them are working so good. What's he talking about? The PACT Act working so good, but then we might have to think about cutting other stuff a little slick. Coach Tubby, then Combat Timmy. My God, this is the biggest lie I ever heard of. He lied about so much stuff, then lied again, changed his lie. Oh, Dakota Rasta used to want to be black. Look at him with the little dreadlocks. He started talking about us. They made, well, he's a Medal of Honor winner. They get $100,000 a year now. Oh, and our favorite, Lieutenant Dan. Then the Washington Post, Pastor Dougie. And what's his name? You said his name is Dan something Crenshaw. Now, y'all put in the chat which one bugs you the most. And what is the chat? So did we call them a sellout crew? We just added one to it, potty mouth. And for anti-veteran rhetoric and misrepresentation of us, 4 counts we give them. Which one of them? Put the name up there. Put Combat Timmy, Dakota Roster, the Washington Post. Who? You can put all. Now listen. Number one charge, the first count against them, stolen lunch money from Coach Tubby. Count two, unofficial spokesperson. That doggone Combat Timmy try to speak for us, and so does Lieutenant Dan, and so does Pastor Dougie. Number three, BS and junk disability. Yeah, that potty mouth called us obstructive sleep apnea BS. And Lieutenant Dan called it junk disabilities. Number four, stolen valor. That's back to Combat Timmy again. Let's get in here. Let's see what y'all say. I thought it was classified information. It said PJs. Okay, let me see. The Wrecking Crew. Hello, Hollywood. Yeah, Crenshaw. Let's see. Make sure I ain't missed nobody. And half of the SF will fabricate their stories. Special forces, yeah. Now listen, I don't know if it's half, but I say they need to speak out against the ones that's doing wrong. The one guy, he spoke up against Combat Timmy. He say he saw him with his shirt out when they was out there in Afghanistan. He didn't see no bullet wound, no nothing. He said it, and I respect to him. I showed you a picture of him before. I thought it was classified information. They can't stop talking about the stuff. If it's classified, Combat Timmy want to see where I got shot, see where I got shot. In Glacier National Park, not in Afghanistan like he said. He ran on it that he was a Purple Heart recipient, received it 3 years after he got out. What? Didn't get any medical treatment for the bullet wound in his arm while he was in there because there wasn't no bullet wound yet. 3 years later, he shot himself in Glacier National Park and then told him at the hospital, yeah, I got a bullet wound. I just bullet in my arm. Because why would you have to hide it for 3 years? Air Force called PJS, that's their specific force. Okay. Say all of them corrupt. Now let's see. Not SEALs, they're selfish. Most got in bar fights in Little Creek, Virginia. They was rowdy up there. They had 2 of them going to SEAL school. They abducted that medical student and took her life with SEAL Team 1 member. Yeah. Marine Raiders. Okay. Okay, y'all teaching me. Probably LT Dan takes the cake. Which one the worst of y'all? Oh, Betty Bob say. Told you Timmy got shot by his wife when she was out there. Let me ask you this here. If you would pardon one of them, come on, be honest. Give me one that you would pardon. Would you pardon the Washington Post, Crenshaw, potty mouth that is, Pastor Dougie, Lieutenant Dan, Dakota Roster, Combat Timmy, or Coach Tubby? Which one would you let make it out of all of them? And if it's anybody else you want to add, you can do it. Or if you disagree with me and think that they haven't done nothing wrong. Now, remember, Lieutenant Dan called our disabilities junk disability. Huh? That's what he called them. Oh, wow. San Diego said he wouldn't pardon none of them. Wow. So one called him, so he called him, Lieutenant Colonel Gay called sleep apnea a junk disability. He did. Look at this guy, my Lord. Potty mouth, I call him. He said it's cow manure, that tinnitus and sleep apnea are cow manure. Huh? Now, I know he said it about sleep apnea. I hope I'm correct about it, but he definitely said about sleep apnea. If I'm wrong about the other one, I apologize. Oh, Lord. Family, what's really going on? Can you believe? And he's special forces. I think he's like a Green Beret or something like that. It was stuck, so it took me a while. Then Lil Rip say, probably Lieutenant Dan takes the cake. All Betty. Nope, no pardon. None. If you was on the jury, what? No rest of the wicked. No rest for the wicked. None. Pardon Pastor Dougie. You know that, you know this man don't you gonna be selling used cars with him? Saying they're gonna bro, you doing well. Let's see. H-Town, that dude, disgraceful. Shame. And we got to make it so when anybody else running for office, we going to ask them what their attitude toward disabilities. When you going to call your congressman, somebody get the numbers where you can call these congressmen. Where can you find it? At the Congress website? We need to get this thing right. We ain't playing with this. So family, this man referred to our disabilities. You know that sleep apnea, I just showed you how severe it could be. It could cost a veteran their lives. Did I just not show that? Now, family, we about to go into this here, and I want to say thank you. I don't want you to think I added him to the list without doing it fairly. So let's get into this here. Dan Crenshaw. All right. Let's see what he's talking about. Fair use, family. Fair use. Let's see what this joke. And we want to give a shout out to this brother. I think he's a veteran too. Rapid Fire Pew Pew. And respect to him, fair use. But I want to give a shout out to him because this young man got his head on straight. Go over there and check out his video because he seemed like he knows what he's talking about. Huh? Now, I don't see him. He know what he's talking about. And for a young person to get it, I got respect. And say, I think Crenshaw lost his seat. That's why he's upset. He did? Lil Rip, exactly. We need to get the rest of them out of there. Do we need to get Combat Timmy out of there? Glad he was not reelected. Family, boy, they making y'all mad. They used to be so big about we love the veterans, and we don't believe that no more. Fair use, family, fair use. This is for informative and educational purposes only. Fair use. Let's get to this. Oh, now, and that's him. I think he lost an eye in when he was in the military, and from what he said in the war, I don't know what these guys now, what to believe. But he said he did, allegedly, okay? I ain't doubting, but listen to here. Let's see what's going on. Family, put speakers in the ear if you can hear it. Crenshaw, because, all right, I'm going to let that go. Now, let's listen. This is him talking, and this is another gentleman down in the corner who's going over the video.
For Republicans and, of course, all Democrats just fucked over. And they right-sized other benefits that veterans have been getting forever. Like 50% disability rating for sleep apnea. That is bullshit. It was, when I was getting out, it was a 30% disability rating if you lose a limb.
Dan just said sleep apnea and tinnitus are bullshit rating. Let's break this down and why it happens. Some veterans like Dan think a rating system is like a ranking system. Lost a limb, real injury. Can't sleep because your airway closes at night, fake injury. As if pain only counts as if it's visible. Every generation of veterans do this. Every single one. He had it worse. Congratulations.
What I respect about this young man, he's right. Every generation, the Vietnam veterans say some of them say they had it worse than me because I was in Desert Storm. Then some before them, I was over here. Not all, but some do this, and we need to stop this. Well, they told me, well, I'm an infantry guy. Well, it wasn't an infantry war when it was in Desert Storm. We were going to run around when they got tanks. We had to fight other tanks. And, I was in combat. What did you eat? Did the cook for you? Did somebody bring you water, fuel? Everybody played a part. Somebody back here guarding the area? Come on, fam, let's get into this.
Congratulations. That's not a disability standard, that's a flex. Sleep apnea, tinnitus are rated that way because they're chronic, documented, and don't go away. Treating a CPAP machine like it's some kind of participation trophy. It's 100% easier to fight over each other on who deserves it more than to fight the actual real problem. Claims process that's slow, confusing on purpose. Want to gatekeep disability ratings.
They want to
the guy
gatekeep.
that's struggling, not the guy next to you that can't hear silence anymore. He will forever be our worst enemies. Doesn't matter. Y'all need to stop punching sideways. That's all this is. Punching down at yourself. Start punching up. Veterans and other veterans aren't the issue. Fucking weirdo. Eye patch is badass though. I'll give you that. Still sound like a little bitch though. Rapid fire? I see this video all day, every day, and I'm a little late. I try to stay out of politics. Jesus Christ, dude. Man. Back in my day, it was only 30%. You hear yourself? Do you listen to yourself? Fucking hey.
So the VFW, with the help of
I want you to hear it again.
a small handful of 4 Republicans and, of course, all Democrats, just fucked over combat wounded veterans. They right-sized other benefits that veterans have been getting forever.
So he's supposed to be special because he's combat wounded veteran. What if I'm a veteran that was in combat, but I got wounded stateside? Is my injury any less bad? There's a whole bunch of people that went to combat and didn't get injured. What? What is this guy talking about? You notice don't nobody come up here challenging my being in the military or me being a combat veteran. Shut that down, because even if I wasn't a combat veteran, I served my country. Take that somewhere. If you got a debate, come up here and talk to me. Yeah, anybody disagree with what I'm saying? Crenshaw's favorite song, All Eyes on Me. All right, hold on. I can't play with y'all, man. Speaker's good. Right on, H-Town. He is causing division. This is what we're talking about. That's what Congress wants. He had, and that's why they elect these people to office. He has his congressional pension, his SMC, and so he wants to vet veterans like this. Yeah, he want to vet us. And guess what? Only people that he feel like, meet his standards. And if they had their way, it would only be special forces or Medal of Honor winners or some crazy stuff. It wouldn't be all combat veterans. They don't care. They wouldn't give a damn about me. I'm a combat veteran and I'm decorated combat veteran, but that don't mean nothing. The hell I'm doing with that. That ain't made nobody treat me any better. Everybody treat me good was people that didn't give a damn about my combat status. They cared about me for being a veteran. Did you hear? I said it right here. Anybody want to talk to me about being in war? Come on up here and talk about it. You ain't worth a damn. You must didn't do much because it busted me up. I can't sleep at night because of it. Hell is you talking about, you idiot? Talking about like that's something to brag about. No, it's not. I got people I love that I ain't gonna see no more. You understand? They can go to hell with that. Super soldier syndrome. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize, okay? Let me drink a little water. Yeah, he's there as a decoy. I apologize. I was injured in training during peacetime, so mine is less severe. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's right. Preach. I'm sorry, y'all. Because I don't want to downplay somebody, he got injured. Hell, the way combat Timmy, I don't know how he got it. Now to preach. Charlton say, I would not insult Crenshaw till he talked down to veterans. Now gloves off. Sailor's the toughest on other sailors talking like this. F off, Crenshaw. Real talk. Preach H-Town. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all. Look, let me tell you something. I'm going to just tell y'all something. Combat zones is mostly nothing going on. It's very boring. It's a lot of downtime. Every once in a while, maybe a little something that's random. Yeah, I could just be sitting there, the most bravest soldier get their head blown off, just sitting in the wrong place. It might get shot by their own people. Most of it's friendly fire. I'm telling you what I know. It's friendly fire. A lot of it. And sometimes it's almost unavoidable. Unfortunately, nobody told you that. Nobody telling the civilian population that. Unfortunately, because sometimes things happen. Now come up here and debate me, all you super soldiers. Oh, I'm sorry. You say your passion, Sean. He said, I'm gonna woosah. I don't like you. You don't talk down to my fellow veterans. Like our brother said, everybody show love to the service connection. He got injured in training. That happens. Man, I got a cousin who somebody threw the grenade the wrong place in basic training. He got shrapnel in his head now that's been causing him mental problems ever since. That wasn't his fault. Hey, Service Connect. Everybody show love to the Service Connection. I'm sorry that you don't like showing pay. That's why that's why I had to be chill, fam. Fam, I don't like nobody talking. I don't like nobody trying to put other people down. No, I don't like that. I'm gonna shut you up because I'm a combat veteran. Go to hell. Yes, indeed. James Beasley. Save connection. Yes, indeed. Everybody show love to James Beasley. Thank you. They can go to hell with that, man. Don't come around me with that. When we gonna sit and we gonna I got this medal, you got that medal. Okay. All right. That's why I ain't like, I didn't like all that stuff, man. Just chill. I like to honor people. Okay, you made certain sacrifices. If this happened, he lost, one of his eyes. Okay, but that don't get you the right to beat us down. Go to hell, man. Yeah. I don't use my military service or my disability to treat people like dirt. No. They ain't gonna come talk to me. Tell me that. And really, y'all special forces gonna have to simmer down on that. Let another praise you. Y'all got me feeling like you really wasn't doing much. Because everybody where I was at, wasn't nobody doing no talking like that. We was trying to survive. We all serve, period. I don't never walk up to nobody. Where you serve at? Was you over here? Was you over there? Man, I'm glad you serve your country. That's all that matters to me. They hand medals out like candy now. Got somebody in somebody in family with these medals. Somebody that was in headquarters, family. Are you listening to me? Somebody in headquarters jumped out the vehicle, jumped right back in the PC. They way behind, and they gave themselves a Silver Star because he worked in admin. Gave it to himself. A general came over, used the toilet in Desert Storm, got right back on the plane, gave himself a combat medal. Now, hold on. I got to give my brother. We got a donation in tonight from the Service Connection. He say, I'm starting the first collection. Pass the plate and throw a buck in there. We got a church to build. Yes, indeed. We got to, that church building for they never built it. We got to get that extension on to the church. We might get a new facility. Oh, he say, James B say, so say love. Make sure I ain't miss none of y'all. And then James Beasley say, thank you guys, Air Force veteran. What state of country you living in, if you don't mind telling us, James? Well, the votes showed him, yeah. He said, the brother said something. I got to play it again because I kind of cut it. And James service, let's see. James, welcome to the H-Town. This is from Betty Bob's. James, welcome to the H-Town chat. We look forward to seeing you again. Welcome on in and get educated. Yes, indeed. So I will keep in touch. We want you to do that. Thank you so much, Service Connection, for the beautiful Lovely, love, and blessing. Yes, indeed. You always come through. James, stay a while. Walk with us a little while. Can you do that? Now, boy, now look, family. I want to go over this. I'm finished. It's a short clip, but we're gonna go back over this. Now look at what he's saying. He made a key point. The brother here. Dan Crenshaw called sleep apnea. This is from Rapid Fire People. I think that's him right here. Go over there and check him out. Fair use, fair use.
Like 50% disability rating for sleep apnea. That is bullshit. When I was getting out, it was a 30% disability rating if you lose a limb.
Dan just said sleep apnea and tinnitus are bullshit ratings. Let's break this down and why it happens. Some veterans like Dan think a rating system is like a ranking system.
Yeah, so if you got a limb, it was less than sleep apnea. So we keeping score. We trying to see who can pee for us. Huh? Come on, this ain't no pissing contest.
Lost a limb, real injury. Can't sleep because your airway closes at night, fake injury. As if pain only counts as if it's visible. Every generation of veterans do this. Every single one. You had it worse, congratulations. That's not a disability standard, that's a flex. Sleep apnea, tinnitus are rated that way.
That's a flex. Showing other people, look, I'm missing this. Look, I'm missing that. Oh, then people hype their head up and they feel like they're more of a veteran. I'm supposed to pick up the CPAP machine on Friday. Please do that. And make sure they have the right settings on there, James Beasley, brother.
Way because they're chronic, documented. They don't go away. Treating a CPAP machine like it's some kind of participation trophy. It's 100% easier to fight over each other on who deserves it more than to fight the actual real problem. Claims process that's slow, confusing on purpose. Want to gatekeep disability ratings. Want to fight the guy that's struggling, not
gatekeep disability ratings. Real sharp. This person, I'm going to start following him more. Real sharp. Gatekeep the disability rating. I talk about gatekeeping all the time, don't I?
The guy next to you that can't hear silence anymore. He will forever be our worst enemies. Doesn't matter. Y'all need to stop punching sideways. That's all this is. Punching down at yourself. Start punching up. Veterans and other veterans aren't the issue. Fucking weirdo.
No, he think he's superior to us. He think he's at the top.
Patch is badass, though. I'll give you that. He'll sound like a little bitch, though. Rapid fire? I see this video all day, every day, and I'm a little late. I try to stay out of politics. Jesus Christ, dude. Wow. Back in my day, it was only 30%. Do you hear yourself? Do you listen to yourself? Fucking hey.
So the VFW.
Nah, that is family. What y'all think? Uh-oh, I ain't doing no weather. Am I doing? I can't. Oh, no, we ain't there yet. Give me a second. Let me get this. I got more of the thing to do. Disability is rated on the ability to work. Dan Sealboy made real money using his disability. And they had issues that allegedly him insider training. They had insider trading when he was in Congress or something. That might be why it's lost. There was allegations from what I remember, allegedly. Now listen. Family, are we tying this thing in? Are we breaking it down? Ain't no holy cows tonight. Ain't no sacred cows tonight. We breaking this thing down. Yeah, Mr. Poop Man. And I apologize. It was just sleep apnea. I'm sure he felt that way about others. Now listen to what Betty Bob say. James, good. Also make sure you order your parts. It's all online. See if you can order your parts now. You need to change out your parts very often. That's what I hear. Now remember what this man it wasn't tinnitus, it was just sleep apnea. So correction on that. He say sleep apnea is cow manure. That's this gentleman here. But he's going to hide behind his service in the military? No. Get him up out the paint. Mr. Potty Mouth. Mr. Potty Mouth. He talks to us with such hostility and we ain't done nothing to him. Who hurt him? Yep. Who hurt him? We didn't do nothing to him. I don't even know him. but he talking on our business. We can't talk on his business. I bet you he received his disability, just like Lieutenant Dan, right? All this, you got VIP status because you're a combat veteran. Bull crap. We thank you for your service. We thank you for your sacrifice, but you go to hell if you disrespect us as veterans. And I'm a combat veteran. I say go to hell. You don't disrespect no veteran. This is all my family. I've been wanting to do something like this for years. Speak the truth. Yeah, because they know they can't say nothing to me. They be trying to get me out. This here. Come on over, we get you to do this. And now you ain't get me to do nothing, partner. All veterans I love. He tried to get his seat back. Mr. He tried to get it back on. You don't need to get nothing. We need to play his words. Listen, now look at some of the things. This is what I'm letting you know. They trying to make combat veteran and honorable service veterans trying to make a war between them. Look what this person wrote. To be honest, talking about Sheehy, because he was supporting them. Sheehy isn't wrong. We have a S-ton of veterans. Here go the feces word again, who never saw combat and sat at a desk on 100% disability. You don't know why they there. You don't know what happened to them. They could have been to come out of the field to make sure you get your check, and they might got attacked by the enemy because they got to come out in combat zones. I'm telling you. Admin, everybody's went to basic training. Say, I want to know, how did they ever get a seat in Congress talking boo-boo about veterans? That's what I want to know. They let them make it on they what's called them. I think many of them came out afterward. They let them make it on that. They were a war hero. They let they lie. See, when they lied, you let them in on the lie. Now they get to show you who they really are. People let them in because I'm special forces. I'm a combat. It's in the line of duty that matters. Okay? Your service in the line of duty. Not whether it happened during combat, because you're a Medal of Honor winner, and all special forces don't go in combat. So they got special forces that are just medics, and that's all they do. Did you know that? They got special forces that never see combat. You know better about. They got bribed. It's what happened to you in the line of duty, and don't let nobody shame you. Never let nobody shame you about where you just here. Then you telling me combat, well, you wasn't the right type of combat. You wasn't special forces. You wasn't infantry. You wasn't this here. You didn't jump out of airplanes. I'm scared. I won't jump out of no airplane. Here's another one. Oh Lord, now John Michael, I was praying them. I ain't seen him in a while. They let him back in on the other end. John Michael, we still love you. But they let him in once he starts speaking up for me. They say, unblock him. They didn't want to see a white man showing respect to me. Yes, indeed. John Michael say, I'm tired of hearing this argument. Okay, someone joins the military. It does not mean they should be rated 100%. This is what every single veteran and claim company strive to achieve through coaching and other unethical practice. Listen, it's not a government handout. It's something that we've earned. Okay? This is how they get these congressmen in here with these mindsets I ain't getting on John Michael because he says a lot of strong stuff. Say, H-Town, you were not light enough. No, I wasn't light. I don't jump out no airplane, man. I don't know that. Y'all can call me a coward if you want to. I'm not jumping out no airplane. I'm going down with it. Now listen, government property. You were government property. They broke it. They fixed it. When you signed your contract, it had nothing to do with whether you're combat or not. It's in the line of duty. As long as it's not due to misconduct, you can get service connected for injuries, whether you were on the base, off the base, in combat, not in combat. You were going to the grocery store. You got abused or attacked by your spouse, or somebody robbed your house when you was off duty, and it don't matter. So the latest 3 who passed in Iran war, non-combat, so they didn't serve. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we talking about. This is what it say. Nova says civilians don't even know how hard it is to get rated 100% P&T and how VA math works. We're going to be talking about that soon. And I want to thank Hellfish Haven for sending me some information. We're going to try to go over VA math and how hard it is. Everybody show love to Novell. I want to say Novell, right? Novell. Hope I said it right. Everybody show love. Now listen, if you have a veteran ID card, on the back it says property of the U.S. government. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's their property. Everybody show love to Novell. Yes, indeed. Everybody show love to Novell. Yes, indeed. We glad that you're here. This the H-Town Vet. We are in an active live stream. We got 23 likes and 20 watching. Come on, family. Yes, indeed. Come on. We believe the government broke it, they fix it. Now, listen, that Coach Tubby, look how he did it. Now, look what he did. They had that hearing when they attacked us with Lieutenant Dan in there. Look what the title was. Putting Veterans First is the current VA disability system keeping its promise. When you see this, you would think they were saying stuff to help the veterans, but they just slandered. They just slaughtered us, and they allowed Lieutenant Dan to talk about us like we trash. Lieutenant Colonel Gabe. They gave him a platform to disrespect veterans, but use this title. So watch when they use titles that are disarming, like the new bills that they putting out. It'll say one thing, but it's actually to reduce your benefits. But they say to keep veterans first. Oh, go to hell with that, man. Excuse me my language. Yeah, he was in there. Look at him grinning. Look at him. Senator Tuberville got filthy rich, was a PE coach. Now he's filthy rich. He want to cut our money, but we talked about the lunch money he get. And family, we're going to talk about it tonight. So he get at least what at least $79 a month. It could be up to 90 something. Okay? I ain't tell y'all that. I ain't want to make you mad. He gets more in lunch money than a disabled veteran with a 90% rating get. That's what Congress and the Senate gets. Now let's see. It's not titles who honor men, but rather men who honor titles. Come on now. Family, yes, indeed. Novell says, welcome. Oh, Betty Bob said, Novell, welcome to the H-Town Vet channel. Come on in and get educated on veteran benefits. We got a few rules we'll go over at the end so y'all know. They say, hello, everyone. This channel was highly suggested by Raider HQ, and the information, let me see, because I can't see. The information so far is gold. I try to support the veteran community as such as possible. See, this is what I like. So he mentioned Raider HQ, but he did it because they recommended him to the channel. That's okay. But just coming in and bringing somebody up, hey, come over to this channel. No, the way he did is the way the way that Novell did it. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Say, I'm back. Sparky. Who is this Sparky? Sparks. Do I remember you? Everybody should love Sparks. Where I know you from? Say you back. Hello, Sparks. Everybody should love the Sparks. Family, thank you. Yes, indeed. Thank Raider HQ. If you haven't won a chance, I can tell you about him. Go over there and check him out because he's really a blessing to the channel. That's how you're supposed to do it. Now look, I told you it was $79, but he might get up to $92. The U.S. Senate and representatives receive a daily per diem allowance for meals and incidental expenses MNIE, when traveling on official business, with recent figures hovering around $79 to $92 a day. Now, what's $92? Let's say if they get the top amount, what is $92 in 30 days? How much is that? And what's $92 for a whole year? Now, listen. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. God dog, let me see. All right. Yeah, Raider's a solid dude. Yes, indeed. I found Alpha and Salt Marine being here since. Okay. Now let us know how you found out about the channel. Now you can say it. So we allow certain times. Let us know how who was it, another content creator, how you learned about the channel. Let us know. So that is that $2,780 a year? Or is that 2,000? What is that? $2,780 or what? A month. So multiply this time 12 months. I'm talking about the $92 figure. How much would that be for one person? And we want to thank our brother Neil. No statement, just saying, throwing a little bit in the collection plate. We thank you, brother Neil Step. Family, they pocket watching us and they cleaning up. Now that ain't all gonna make you mad. We going in on all this. They talking about our money. They get a cost of living increase. Oh Lord, hold on. Wait a minute. The Service Connection one. Hold on. You telling me? Hold on. Wait a minute. Now hold on. Now y'all taking this too far. You got H-Town agitated. You telling me that $92 a month is $33,550 just for food? And hold on. Could you use that money? Could a disabled veteran use that money? Could a homeless veteran use that money? Couldn't a homeless veteran use that type of money to eat and have a shelter? My Lord, and it's tax-free, fam. Yeah, I'm trying to make y'all mad. I can use that just for a mortgage. I could too. That is per year. Oh Lord, $33,360 tax-free money. So they like disabled veterans too. Crazy. $33,000 just on per diem. That's in addition to their salary and other perks. $92 a day for that rabbit cow. Wow. Did you hear me? What? Yeah. People out there starving, and they're trying to find ways to cut veteran benefits. Combat Timmy getting it too. Huh? Pay the VA doctors to complete DBQs. Wow. Whoo, family. Neil Step, thank you so much for the beautiful blessing and the beautiful blessings and love. Yes, indeed. See, that's BS. Yes, it is. And they have the nerve to want to take away from veterans. Look, family, we better vet anybody that's running on their military record. From now on, you better check them. I don't know how much a hero you was. We don't need to know you was a combat veteran. What you gonna do for us? You a veteran. We don't want to sit up there and hear you talking about yourself. It ain't what you're doing for us. And they get a cost of living increase and probably getting one this year. And you wonder why Congress and the Senate give the House and the Senate give cost of living, because they get one too. Now, what could you do? Is there any way you could eat for $92 a day? Is there any way you could eat? Can you go to a fancy restaurant? Come on, talk to me. And they don't have to provide receipts. Huh? I want steak and lobster. What could you get for $92 a month? Got money for war, but can't feed the poor. Wow. Now I ain't seen Brother Paul Cox. My heart is happy tonight. Brother Paul Cox means so much to me. This is my partner here. We down like 4 flats. You understand? Huh? 4 flats on a Winnebago. $92 a day Congress gets for lunch money, but they are trying to cut our funds. Hello, Brother Paul. Please show love to Brother Paul. He's been a rider for years. He's been doing things. I want to know how a lot of my brothers and sisters come through. Do the math if they were to get 3% of COLA. Ooh, they'd be over $100, wouldn't it? Almost. My Lord. And what if they get themselves a special COLA? And it's tax-free. That $92 is tax-free. It's between $79 and $92, but I bet you they're getting it. And they don't have to provide no receipts, but we got to show all type of evidence for our disability, and they want us to go in for reevaluations. They get more than a veteran with a 90% rating gets. And they trying to cut disabilities, but give themselves cost of living increase on lunch money? Make it make sense. Hi, Paul. You're my favorite in the Bible. Yes, that's my favorite. The Apostle Paul. Very educated and knowledgeable man. Love him. I quote him more than anybody. And it's tax deductible. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Our money ain't tax deductible. This is how cynical this is. Not only if they're getting it from the taxpayer, they can claim it on their taxes and get more money off of it. Did you hear me? They can add it in. We can't add our disability, but they add it in as earned money, even though it ain't taxed. They can use it as tax deductible at the end. They robbing on both ends. Not only is H-Town breaking this thing down, am I tying it back together? Paul say, doing good, Betty Bob's, outside of the usual aches and pains. Prayers with you, bro. And they work for us. We need to remind them. Yeah, when they got that one out, the one you say, Crenshaw, we need to get more of them out of them. And we can't just put somebody in there because they're a veteran. They got to be for veterans, not just a veteran. Tax-free and tax deductible. Tax-free and tax deductible. Triple dipping. Come on now. Neil, exactly. Come on now. Family, y'all see, we talking about it here. Oh, and they can use it on their dry cleaning too. What y'all think about that? If they want to use it toward their dry cleaning, but no, they don't have to use it on food, in other words. Huh? So if you can do it on dry cleaning, you can use it on almost anything. Come on now. You travel to another facility, you to wait 24 hours to make sure you went your appointment. Yes, indeed. Run from chair, I'll be secure. Okay. Family, what's going on here? They can use that money, they lunch money on dry cleaning. Now let's talk about these tactics that they use. So we first talked about the overview of what the laws they're trying to change. Then we talked about the first one, tinnitus. Then we talked about sleep apnea. And we just got through talking about what was Congress motives. Now we need to know what Congress tactics are. I'm inspired to call and write my New Jersey representative. Who in here is inspired to call your representative? Please get online and find your representative. I'm going to do it for mine too. Okay? See where they stand on veteran benefits and ask them, do you have to be a combat veteran? Put them on the spot when they come to town hall meetings. Are you just for some veteran or all veterans? Now, what are some of the tactics that Congress is using? They doing the Congress bait and switch, that Congress is using the bait and switch. Are you listening to me? Well, to be fair, Congress does pay in the muck. I play the, oh Lord. They doing the bait and switch. They come in talking about we gonna streamline the claim process, take it from 15 pages for a claim to 5 pages. However, that don't mean that your claim is going to be accurately done. That don't mean that they're gonna do it right. They just gonna do it fast. Play to pay. They doing the bait and switch. This is what Congress does. Huh? All these proposals. Huh? Ladies, let me ask you a question. Just because a guy proposed to you, does that have any legal standing? So they doing all these proposals. Proposals is not the same as enforced law. As our brother said, Al Green, put it on paper. But they want to put stuff on paper. They testing us with these proposals. Now look what they doing. They testing us. They trying to see if we gonna back down, get scared, go along with it, vote them back in after they make the proposal. And if we vote them back in, then they gonna go in and take our benefits. Yeah, people try you before they come at you. They play fight with you. They play fighting with us. They testing your temperature. Huh? Are you gonna let Congress, they testing the waters to see what they can get away with? What's your temperature right now? Fahrenheit, what's your temperature about dealing with Congress? What's it from? We'll do it 1 to 10. Where you at with Congress? Well, you can do the temperature. They got is it 80, 100 degrees? What's your no house key? They testing the water to see what they can get away with. They talking reckless. Now they trying to pass policy. He said he had something and I got to like them in order to love them. Come on now. You are exactly right, H-Town. They are testing the waters. They testing. The next crew that come in, they just going to come in and be ruthless. They trying to make it where non-veterans that are in Congress can get away with it by using all these veteran Judas goats. Huh? They're veteran like you. That's what they did in the black community. They'll go, when they couldn't defeat us, they always gonna find some bootlicking, buck dancing black person to try it out. Well, we just doing what they said. Huh? What about the crime bill where you sitting and charged us more? Well, the black preacher said it was okay. So they get these, they don't speak for us. We say, get them up out the paint. The youngsters run them off the street now when they're out there protesting. Get these old pork chop preachers out the way. You're not like the Dr. King from back in the day. You're not like him. Get up out the way. It is the weather, 100% humid. They testing your temperature. Testing the waters. Look what they, but I covered this 2 years ago. This when the expert troll that I had, one of the original trolls on the channel, the big time expert troll from 2 years ago. I don't think most of you wasn't even here. Benny probably. Before y'all was here, Betty kind of probably heard about him in Charleston. He was here. They had a thing, now listen, called the Veteran Benefits Improvement Act. This what made him come out of the bag. When I looked at it, now look at this. Congress passed this. This is how they switch up names and make them nice. It was called the Veteran, and they approved it. The Veteran Benefits Improvement Act of 2024. But all of the improvements were for lawyers. It pays their lawyer internship, their student loans, courses, and bar exam, bar membership dues. Why is it called Veteran Benefits Improvement Act when it's only for attorneys who work for the VA for 3 years? So they're liars and frauds. They're using the law to undermine us. See, when I showed this before, nobody really thought about that. They say 120 degrees Fahrenheit, snipe work at that temperature. My sister Betty, can you pay my bills? And Kanye, she doesn't mess with a broke. No, she knows. I ain't saying she no gold digger. Now listen, U.S. Army Grunt say, good night, Mr. H-Town and family. Hope that everyone have a great tomorrow. Rest and come back and look at the rest of it when you get a chance. Grace say, did broke thought I can help him, won't every do that again. Yeah. Yeesh, Charleston. Come on now. Now listen, so they put names on documents, so you can't look at the cover of the book, you can't look at the name of the thing, right? Because when they did the Holocaust, they would put a Jewish symbol over the places they took them in to take their lives, to make them feel safe. This is how horrible people do things. You got to watch when they reword stuff. Now listen, Grace says, U.S. Army Grunt, please take care. Have a blessed week. You see how they use these trick words, bait and switch? Say it's for veterans, but it's actually not. It's for lawyers. We got to get out of this ranking. Combat veterans first, special forces, officers, then female veterans, then reserves and National Guards. It's kind of how they do it. We ain't ranking. We all equal. Huh? Somebody put a salute in the chat if you're in agreement. Are we all equal as veterans? We don't rank each other. Put a salute in the chat. Or put yes in the chat if we all equal. Now, we got to stop these jokers from representing, speaking for us. We don't need no more spokespersons. Sounds country, dress up a pig. Yes, indeed. Dress up a pig, still the same. That's what they're doing. They have people speaking for us. These Judas goats. Exactly. We wear the uniform. Yes, indeed. These Judas goats. That's the goat that they send into the slaughterhouse first. They feed them good and let the other ones follow. They let them go out the back. Then the rest of them they slaughter. They get the Judas goat last. But they treat them good. That's what they doing. All these people, I got this here. I'm a super soldier and all this stuff. Salute to you, Charlton. I'll put chat yes in the chat and I'll salute you if you ain't got the emoji. They say it's for veterans and it's for medical and for doctors. Come on now. That's right. Put the word salute in the chat. You can put salute, yes. Salute, Charlton. Salute, Grace. Yes, indeed. Come on, family. Let me go and get to it. The Judas goat. That's they crash dummies. These the ones they get to crash out on us. They take people that are veterans. And yes, at the top, I got the head of the Veteran Foreign Wars. He said some slick stuff too. Yeah, H-Town. That's what they doing. And Dan Crenshaw is just a sample of what's going on, what's going to happen to these sellouts. Yes, indeed. We're going to make examples. Betty say salute. Little Rip, you right. Family, are we tying it in? Come on now. We about to get through with this, but we got to break it down. Look what that gentleman, Mr. Paul Gonoski, said. He called Champ VA and Chapter 35 educational benefits. Nobody else called it but me. Perverse incentives. How given dependents of 100% permanent total veteran, dependents are educational benefits and healthcare benefits perverse. That's sad. He thought he could get away with that. He tried to clean it up later. Then you have Lieutenant Dan say you can't reward illness, but he getting rewarded. He's a disabled veteran. When they asked him, was he a disabled veteran? I ain't tell you, fam. I ain't tell you not. Kick rocks. This is how a mature person. And boy, the people that's telling us not to get our benefits, perverse incentive. It's not perverse incentives. It's proper compensation. Lieutenant Dan arguing at our benefits on the ground, arguing. Now they say Lieutenant Dan will be next. I hope they get a lot of them just politically, get them out the way that they don't speak for us, that they go somewhere else. because this is one of the biggest hypocrites. You say, Tom, why you keep showing this? Because he said this. I don't know if I can organize my life around the disability identity, but he organized his business around it. Don't ever stop saying this to him. He's certified as a service disabled veteran owned business. So he's a disabled vet. He gets retirement from the military. He gets full retirement from the military. He gets VA disability. He gets grants from the U.S. government, and he got this small business loan. Come on now. But he tell us what we shouldn't get. They give him like $30, $40 million. They give him a lot of grants. And he says that they should get rid of with all ratings from 0 to 60% and only start at 70%. Ain't that something? You see how many veterans be out? Over 2,681,853 veterans will lose out. Legal inside trading. Come on now. He said this here. And we got to get away from this hero worshiping. Huh? We got to get away from it, family. Because look what happened. The heroes are turning against us. There you go. Dakota Roster. Huh? What does he say? Dakota says this, Medal of Honor winner. Stop paying people to be broken. System rewards pain. We have to stop confusing sacrifice with suffering. All these old babble words. I still clean my skivvies in the sink. Yeah, he said that. He insulted the Navy too, Lieutenant Colonel Gage. Retired. Now listen to Dakota Roster. Soon as he trashed us with those words on his little channel as a feed, they gave him $100,000 a year. Used to make like $1,400. Now they give him $100,000 a year. So he got paid for Medal of Honor winners. Now they didn't have to do all these bills and proposals. They gave it to him. Passed the house. Everybody did it. So they want to reward him. We not letting them do that. Huh? All this super soldier garbage, we got to get away. We honor people who served and fought. That's good. You know, we respect them. But super soldier syndrome, you got to bust your shirt open to show us all the medals you have. Get away from it. Yes, tax-free. Medal of Honor getting $99,000 a year now. Because it ain't that many. Combat Timmy. Here's another Judas goat. Combat Timmy. Look at him. This is his handwriting where he admits to doing what? To shooting himself. Yes, he did. He said he got his Purple Heart. He ain't went to jail yet. They still made him a senator. After this, the park ranger came out and said, no, he's lying. He didn't injure himself in the military. He was going around. Look, I'm a Purple Heart winner. Look, I'm Purple Heart winner. Like Betty say, his wife shot him. He says this. Look what he said. This was back before he got Logan Pass over in Glacier National Park. Say, upon finishing our hike, this is him. So I guess it was him and his wife. Upon finishing our hike at Logan Pass while reloading our vehicle, an improperly placed firearm kept in the vehicle for bear protection. Well, if they was doing a walk around the park, why would you keep it in the vehicle? When you take it with you, even though it's illegal to have them in the park? Improperly placed firearm kept in the vehicle for bear protection fell out and discharged into my right forearm. That's the same forearm he got the Purple Heart for 3 months before this. After ensuring all personnel and property was in the immediate facility were unharmed, how you know where that bullet went? Other bullets went. And unable to find a park ranger in the area, we immediately proceeded to the hospital emergency room. We fully cooperated with Ranger, and he paid a $500 fine. So, but then he came back out and said that after this, he went on Megyn Kelly and said that the park ranger lied. Well, did he lie? So he lied several times. Fam, what's going on here? Huh? Fraud. Who graduated? Who graduated who? Like you say, did the wife put it on him? Yes, indeed, family. He was in Afghanistan in 2013. This happened in 2015, 3 years later. I thought he drove 3 hours to the nearest hospital. They found him because the hospital, when he told he had, when they about to work on his arm, it's a bullet in there. He didn't tell him till afterward. And these are people in our Senate that's talking about, he said that he don't think we should get insults, and he curses us out. We talked about that. So anybody that's trying to divide us, family, based on their achievements, ranking veterans, secret motives, hypocrisy, bait and switch, we're not having none of it. And I think they're really trying to stop our payments, but keep their payments going. They going after all of us. And family, we're not going to let them crash out on us. Put in on your dishwashing gloves to rinse the drawer. Okay. Now let's see. So we want to make sure veterans have a voice. Our goal is to make sure, and I know this was long tonight, but we needed to cover it. Make sure that we all have a voice. Family, I ain't playing on this thing. We ain't talking gibberish. This takes a lot of time to come up with. We honor all who serve. Now you can, and I don't have no problem if you disagree. Do you agree with that? When it comes to military service, put agree in the chat if you agree. Or you can put disagree. And you won't be treated no differently. But everybody entitled to opinion. We honor all who serve, agree or disagree. That's how I feel about it, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. It don't matter whether you're a combat veteran, non-combat veteran, male or female, race don't matter. Even if you are an immigrant, you serve your country, you respect you and love you too. Make sure you're trying to get your citizenship while you're in there. Neil Stepp say you agree. Charlton agree. Lil Rip agree. Do we honor all who serve, fam? Let us know. Let us know. We about to roll it out here. Come on now, fam. Covered in the marine diesel fuel, Dawn, until it works. Okay, yes. 100%. So they want to spend time. Now look how they do it. They light on the sharks. They say don't feed the sharks. That's what they tell us, right? Now listen. They tell us not to feed the sharks. They give them warnings. They give us proposals. They give them warnings for exploiting or purporting to exploit other veterans. They give them warning letters. They give us proposals to reduce our benefits. Huh? And they still making big money. These are claims companies, these unaccredited, which is okay. But if they claim sharks, why you? And then remember, this is putting proposals out there. It's nothing new. Notice of unemployability termination at age 67 for TDIU. Huh? They always threatening us. They testing the waters. They want to condition us to make that. You say you agree, and Betty agrees, and Grace agrees. Okay. All who serve, that's what matters. Family, we're going to have to work together. We got to sacrifice. That's the only way it's going to work. We can't be dividing over gender, ethnicity. We can't be dividing over who got the biggest and the baddest gun. We just family. If the process was easier and more understandable, there wouldn't be claim sharks. Exactly. They come for a reason. Now we got to work together, family. And Look at here. You see that? H-Town family, we going to block that domino effect because we going to put them out. Real talk, real Sir Gemini. That family we covered. Yes, but they're not doing it. They put that out there, but they're not doing it. They put that out to scare people. Now, why would you stop that? And TDIU is permanent. They couldn't do that anyway, so they misapplied. They don't even not work. They probably talking about IU, individual unemployed, which individual unemployed, which is temporary. But they don't. Congress don't know what's going on. The real Sir Gemini. If the process was easier and more understandable, there would be no need for claim sharks. Yes, indeed. Real Sir Gemini, 100% from Grace. 67 retirement for Social Security. Now, Grace. That's why. Oh, that's why they chose that. Family, did we cover it tonight? Did we break it down? Let me ask you this, and I want you to be honest. If you didn't, you don't. Do you understand? Do you have a better understanding now, or it's about the same? Put better if you have a better understanding of the proposal since you've been here. Put the word better in there. If not, just put same. And I want you to be honest because you may have known this because that helps me. Do you have a better understanding? Did you learn something here that you didn't know already about the proposals for tinnitus, sleep apnea? Do you have a better understanding now? Let us know. I understand better. Okay. Research Jim say better. Neil says better. I understand better because I researched for this. Always better. You learned me good, sir. Yes, indeed. Better. Okay. Family, let us know. Yes. Now I'm depressed. Oh, Lord. Look. He like my daughter. Charlton like my daughter because my daughter be saying, Dad, if you wouldn't have taught me all this, I wouldn't be all worried about stuff. I say, then you'll be coming back later talking about why I didn't tell you. She said, now I got all this stuff on my plate. I got to worry about it. You ain't never like. Oh, look at Charlton. Tell her what you said earlier. Because I brought up the stuff about what disabilities are the most frequent. He said, yeah, H-Town. And you gave the Congress the code to know which disabilities to reduce looking at your videos. I said, oh, Lord. And my anxiety is growing. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry, family. Look, he's stressed by it. You see up there, he's stressed, the man with the bag on his face. He's stressed about the proposals. Family, knowledge is power. I just don't want to keep you in the dog. Oh, Lord, y'all something else. That's it. Family, did we cover the topic tonight? And the question was, tell me if we answered yes or no. Is Congress continuing proposals to reduce VA disability benefits a way to test veterans' reaction? Do you think they're trying to test our reactions by doing that? All these proposals. Because I showed they did one about unemployability. Yes. We dealt with it. Okay, you say yes. Okay. Real Sir Gemini, family, we about to get ready to close out. Let us know. Now we're unofficially in the after party, so you can talk about what you want to. All information verified. Go back and check it. Yes, indeed. And learn more. They might update things. Charles, I am not at 100% and still in the process of what is that? Trying toxicity for okay. Talking to it was covered. Okay. Yes, trial balloon, test the waters with which way the wind blows. They trying to see. And now that they saw one of their fellow Mr. Crenshaw, lose his position, don't you think they worried? They didn't think nobody pushed back. Grace said it was covered. Betty Bob said, yes, you always do. Charlton say covered H-Town. Family, this what we do here is valuable. And it's going to go out in history. Family, if you had a chance, please like, share, and subscribe. And click on those notifications if you hadn't had a chance. So, Brother Paul Cox, we pray that you do better, feel better. And we know a lot of you say, yes, we covered it. Okay. Now, the real Sir Jim and I say prayers for Grace Smith for your health, and and tell your twin I said hi. They not worried. Okay. Look, let me say a quick little prayer for us. Dear Lord, we ask that you bless this family in here through all we going through, those that have health issues that they're addressing. Please bless Brother Paul, bless Sister Grace, bless Brother, what's my brother who just got, my other brother, U.S. Army Grunt. We ask that you bless him and all the other family members that are going through claims, health issues, even myself and their families and everybody on this earth. In Jesus' name, amen. Now, let's see. We got 25 likes and 14 watching. Now, I mailed my 21-0781 non-combat PTSD today before they changed the rules. Come on now. Yes, amen. Yes, amen. Fam, did we do it today? Fam, our regular scheduled live streams are on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. Amen. From our brother Charlton and Grace, in Jesus' name, amen. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Now listen, we do have impromptu or unscheduled live streams, and we release shorter videos during the week. So if you don't see a notification, a video come up, check it out. All right. But we do have impromptu live streams and unscheduled videos we release. And we usually break them up, some of these topics, and it helps a lot to people that can't watch the whole thing. Watch it. And family, thank you for the donations tonight. And Jimmy Elmore says, amen. And then Neil say, let's take that energy and turn it into action. So please notify your congressmen and your senators. Please, family, I want to hear from y'all because I'm going to have to do it too. I'm going to have to get on this too. Let me know if you was able to contact. Next time we come in here, we're going to have to find a list where you can, wait, Betty, if you got something, email me. Or if you're watching this Alaskan Ice, or any of y'all, email me some information that how people can get in contact with their local rep, that senators and Congress people for the area, their district too. Better say, Grace, enjoy your week and blessing you have a blessed rest. And we thank y'all for blessing us tonight. The super chats, and we let's see what we got here. We thank y'all. We had Neil come in, blessed us in the super chat. Thank you so much. And our brother, the Service Connection 1. Yes, indeed. 2 accounts. Okay. Let's see. You're right, Neil. Let's take that energy and turn it into action. Let me see. I don't know why I keep taking it off. It's too bad. And say Charles says 73 cloudy in Pennsylvania. Let us know what you're looking like, fam. Thank you for putting it in that collection plate. We appreciate you. In H-Town, we trust. Thank you, look, Ill Will, for that. We're in the after party. Don't forget to watch our last videos showing how stacking symptoms, if you have PTSD and TBI, how overlapping symptoms can be an issue. We ain't gonna do no new rules tonight. Let me get to the temperature here. So how's the weather where you at? It's been hot. It's been 100 degrees here. It got up to 100 degrees. And what is the temperature where you at? I got to go out there and cut that water off. I got to drip it on my orange tree. See, let's see. It gets stuck, family. I don't know why it gets stuck, but I can see y'all on the screen. Now, H-Town, have a lovely rest of your week and blessings tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the live stream. Family, y'all know it take a lot of work because I'm not just getting the information. I'm taking it, breaking it down, and tying it in together, you know. So I appreciate y'all. 2 accounts. I love you twice, then both of you. Say Neil says, have a good night, everyone. Please do some self-care this week. I will. I'm going to walk. Me and my niece going to walk tomorrow and walk with my niece and my daughter on the weekend. Thank you. Jimmy Elmore say thank you. Thank you, SG Sir Gemini. My sister Betty, you have a blessed week all the time. Okay. Ooh, listen to say, going to be 103 Fahrenheit, dry till October, Walla Walla. Shreveport, Jimmy Elmore say Shreveport 97. Let me see what the temperature is right now. It's 90 degrees here. And raining and 73 degrees, Neil say. All right, all right. We're going to get ready to close out and say, not only do I enjoy UH-Town, but also the lovely folks here. It's great. Thank you. We down home where we know you by name and we treat you like family. Now, Betty Bob says 73 degrees and raining, thunders, and lightning. You know, my power went out for a half a second when I was sitting here earlier today. Neil Step, be safe. I wonder how, have you worked on when you gonna have the surgery for the carpal tunnel, Neil Step? Be safe. Heard tornadoes in your area. Be safe. Please be safe. Have a place to go in the middle where there's no windows. Grace said, Jimmy, you fire. I have an awesome week. Blessed. Okay. Waiting for the call. Okay, you waiting on the call. Okay, family. I want to say thank y'all. We did this thing tonight. Y'all keep talking to each other. There you go. Be easy. San Diego Marine, be easy. Rest well, cover you. My bro. Yes, indeed. My bro. Let's say good night to everybody. Jimmy says good night. Y'all have a good night. Y'all, let's say good night to everybody. And we want to say thank you. Because we did this thing tonight. How long we been in there? Well, it's 2 hours and 36 minutes, but we covered a lot of material, did we not? And we ain't coming with garbage. We don't just keep repeating stuff. We can. When y'all bring up topics, I don't like to half do it. Charlton coverage over you. Blessings. Have a great week. Good night, all. Thanks for being here. Yeah, because veterans, we need a place where we can come and we can feel comfortable. I feel this has helped my life with other people because being able to express with y'all is so free. You know, it ain't always this easy with me with other people. Now, good, because they might say something dumb. Good night, my brothers and sisters. Have a beautiful and blessed have blessed sleep. Yes, indeed. Let me drink some more water. Lil Rip, have a blessed week covering over you. Yes, indeed. The coverings from the blessings. Yes, indeed. Good night, family and shipmate. Family, I want to say thank y'all. Y'all been there. H-Town love y'all. And we will continue to bring the solid information. Please stay tuned and share it with others because we need to get the message out. We had about 3 or 4 new people. Let's see what we're looking like. Let's see if we got any more. Yeah, we got another subscriber, family, tonight. So thank you, family. We're going to appreciate you. We want to thank you. We want y'all to stay strong. Stay in there. Be blessed. And we're going to see you on the next one. Good night. You can keep chatting. It'll keep in the chat. But good night. We love y'all. See y'all on Thursday. We have 25 likes and 13 watching. All right, fam. Take care.